Baldwin County Commission expressing its displeasure, if you will, today with the way the school superintendent, Dr. Alan Lee, appealed for millions of dollars. The money would be to train and staffed armed deputies on every campus. But as Fox News reporter Hal Sherrick found out, commissioners want the schools to take a closer look at their own safety measures first.
I'm a little surprised and disappointed that the school board would want to have this conversation through the press, as opposed to sitting down with us and coming up with solutions to the problem. I'm disappointed that the first reaction is for someone else to solve the problem with someone else's money, and that solution came 2 hours after the school had been open after the events on Friday.
Baldwin County Commission President Tucker Dorsey lashed out at School Superintendent Dr. Alan Lee this morning. Dorsey says Lee didn't bother to discuss options for safety upgrades or funding before sending out an email to thousands of parents and the news media Monday. In that email, Lee appealed for public support for the funding and placement of nearly 50 new deputies on school campuses.
I think for too many years we've been kidding ourselves. We have in place plans to deal with an armed intruder, but the reality is those plans are going to be very ineffectual, as we've seen in Connecticut. So if this has an impact on safety for children across the country, that'd be great.
There's been an outpouring of public support for Dr. Lee's proposal already, but there are also critics. Baldwin County Sheriff Hoss Mack met with Lee over the weekend to discuss options for beefing up school security and put a $3.5 million price tag on Lee's proposal. Mack says he's not convinced that deputies on every campus is the solution.
Schools are meant to be cohesive, learning environments. So that's why I think there has to be a discussion here to how do we approach this issue to accomplish and provide the maximum amount of safety and security, but without compromising what the mission of the school is.
Even if armed deputies were placed on every campus throughout Baldwin County, Sheriff Hoss Mack says that it could cost well more than $3.5 million and take quite a while to train these folks.
It may be upwards of $4 million. By the time you factor all those things in. And not only that, but it would actually take years possibly to accomplish a full set.
There are some certainties. One is that this debate isn't going away anytime soon, and the other is that all parties want to do the best thing for safety of the school children of the county. Reporting from Baldwin County, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
And the sheriff says the scenario becomes even more complicated when you consider that around half of Baldwin County schools fall within municipal jurisdictions. They would require protection from individual